quick disclaimer before I get into this video. I'm obviously not talking about every single fashion influencer, but I'm definitely talking about the majority. So yeah, bear that in mind before you start getting triggered because you think I'm referring to your favorite influencer. Okay, so this is like a little fashion rant and I'm gonna go through why I don't like fashion influencers in general and basically talk about the state of fashion. So I've got many reasons why I don't like fashion influencers. And one of the first reasons is beauty standards. So you see a lot of these fashion influencers saying things like they're trying to promote body positivity, but these are the same people that get lip fillers, they get Brazilian butt lifts, and they get all sorts of plastic surgery, but then they now come out and start preaching body positivity and love yourself. But it's like, if you're an influencer and you have 10,000 young kids that follow you, if you're preaching love yourself and then you get surgery, what do you think the young kids are gonna do? They're gonna think, well, this person's preaching love yourself, but they still got surgery, so maybe I have to get surgery. And then the same people complain about the current beauty standards and they start saying, oh, it's society, blah, blah, blah. That's why I think all these people are just really confused, to be honest. Another thing that doesn't make sense about when influencers promote body positivity, but they get surgery and all sorts of things is, like, beauty standards are a never-ending cycle. Like, when I was younger, the beauty standard was European features, like thin lips, as skinny as possible. If you look at old fashion shows and you see the models, they're all like really skinny, they're like sticks, whereas now they're more curvy. So, I mean, if you go and get all this surgery to have a big bum and then big lips, and then when I'm like 30, the beauty standard is something else, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna keep having surgery, changing your body, and then eventually you're just looking like a science experiment. It doesn't make sense. Another thing I hate about fashion influencers is how they sell dreams. So you have these fashion influencers who literally buy clothes, take an outfit picture, and then return the clothes. And then they act like they own so many clothes. Like, if someone was to actually ask them, oh, do you own all these clothes? They would genuinely say yes. They wouldn't say, oh no, what I do is this and that and that. And it just means that, like, a lot of these influencers, their whole life is a lie. The whole career they're trying to build is all based on a lie. I just don't know how those guys have any sort of pedigree or how anyone can trust what they say when they recommend products and stuff like that. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. When guys, you know, borrow their friends' clothes and then pretend like it's theirs and stuff like that, it's just not good. And the worst one, what I even find worse than all of that, is when these fashion influencers, they wear clothes they don't even like to get approval. So I've seen, who can I mention? People like Blake Linda and I think Blazendary, they've both said they don't even like Supreme, but they just wear it because they know people will like it. That's sad. That's actually sad. You're not even wearing what you like, you're just wearing something that you know will give you approval from other people. That's pathetic, I'm not gonna lie. Because at the end of the day, fashion, right, is supposed to be a way of expressing yourself through clothes. How can you express yourself through clothes the same way as every single other person on Instagram? It doesn't make sense. Like, also, I feel like, and this is going to something more serious now. So in a lot of Vogue articles, you have Anna Wintour bashing fashion influencers all the time and saying that like, they're not good for the industry. And she has a point, because she was basically saying that designers like Alexander McQueen, it's not like he just woke up one day and started designing. He went to one of the top design schools in the world, and it's just like along those lines of where there's no criteria to become a fashion influencer. So that what then happens is you have all these fashion influencers that just don't care about fashion, but it's just, they see it as an opportunity to make money. I think that's a problem, because I think you can make money and be truthful and not do brand deals that you don't like or promote stuff that you wouldn't even wear yourself. Like, I just don't know what is wrong with people these days. Like, what is actually wrong with people? I think the main problem I have with influencers is this fact that, like, the whole point, and in the word influencer, means like you're influencing someone to do something. And what really concerns me is these fashion influencers all wear the same thing. They all wear Gucci, they all wear Balenciaga, the same Gucci belt, the same Balenciaga Triple S, and all the same Louis Vuitton wallet. It's just boring. All of them look the same, and I think what the problem is like I said, fashion is how people express themselves through clothing. It's like self-expression through clothing, and these influencers wear the same outfits, so then their followers all want to wear the same outfits. But I feel like as an influencer, you should be preaching more people should wear what they personally like. And I think that means your responsibility as an influencer is to kind of like introduce your audience to a wide array of brands that are totally different. So people just have the knowledge of all these different brands and then follow their path and what they like. So me personally, for example, obviously I'm wearing Martine Rose now. This isn't black, but for the most part, all I wear is black. The only time I don't wear black is most of the time if I'm trying to wear or support a black designer. In this case, it's Martine Rose. But yeah, so for the most part, my aesthetic, for example, is black stuff. I like Japanese fashion, so my favorite designers are like Rick Owens, Yohji Yamamoto, Rei Kawakubo, Issey Miyake, Andy Millamista, right? Those brands, first of all, they're not even popular on Instagram. Like your common Instagrammer would wear just Balenciaga and Louis Vuitton or whatever. But fair enough, that's fine if they like it. The problem is I know they don't like it because they all dress the same, they all wear the same outfits. But you see, on this channel, I talk about every single brand because I like what every single brand does. I respect what every single brand does, but it doesn't mean I would personally wear it. But there are other people that might find my channel that might like those brands, that might like a different aesthetic to mine. Some people might like Gucci's maximalism, and I respect it, I just wouldn't wear it. So I feel like influencers have that responsibility. And the problem is, like I said, because there's no, filter to like filter out these like watered down influencers who just see it as an opportunity to, you know, grab a lot of money and basically have a cash grab. That's why you have people like Anna Wintour saying influencers are bad for fashion because they basically promote products they don't even like. They wear clothes they don't even like. Their whole following and persona is all based on a lie. They act like they have so much money and all this stuff, and they promote unnecessary and unachievable beauty standards. They also promote unachievable lifestyles because the way they behave is like they're living this big lifestyle, yet they probably have like, a lot of them don't even have that much money in their account. Like they're literally struggling financially, but they're trying to push this whole persona, this like fake persona. And then kids see them and think and try to aspire to that lifestyle. And that's why you have kids getting in the same problems, like being broke because they just spend all their money on one piece when they're like 12, 13. So I just feel like fashion influencers have a big responsibility, but I just feel like a lot of them don't take fashion seriously enough. Like I think a good thing would be to like for people to ask influencers why they buy certain stuff and what the inspiration was behind why they decided to buy it, because I've seen a lot of videos where they ask influencers like why they bought certain outfits, and they always say because it's popular, because it's trendy, or they say because I saw someone else wearing it. What the fuck? Like mate, bro, it's just frustrating. It's actually so frustrating. I think because I take fashion so seriously, I don't know, maybe I take it too seriously, but it's just like, I'm just tired of seeing people that don't really care. Like, I push this fake persona, and the good thing I like about my channel, for example, is I feel like I'm the boogeyman of fashion. Like, I don't really care about brand deals, to be honest. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. Also, I'm that guy that will say anything. It's always constructive criticism though, it's never hate, but I'm always the guy that will say things that people want to say, but they won't say because they don't want to lose their brand deals, or they don't want brands to not pay them money or whatever. They don't want other influencers to dislike them so they can collab in future. But see me, I don't really care. I take fashion too seriously to let all these like influencers that don't really know jack, to be honest. Let's be honest, like they don't really know anything, to be honest. Like I've seen influencers that wear certain brands that they don't even know about the brand. Like that's mad. Like you're an influencer. It's not like you're just like the average person. Your job, your full-time job is to wear fashion outfits, style fashion outfits, talk about fashion. That's your full-time job. And some brands you wear, you don't even know anything about. And no one's saying you should know the whole history in every single fashion show, but you don't even know who designed the clothes you're wearing. Like how can that put, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like how can that put any perspective as to why you like it when you don't even know the designer that designed it, what type of clothes they designed, what they were thinking when they designed the clothes, man. To me, it's just mad. It's very confusing. So what are the conclusions we can take from this video? One, buy what you actually like, not what influencers are promoting or what they all wear. Don't lie if you're an influencer. Like don't be promoting this fake lifestyle that doesn't exist, or these fake beauty standards or body positivity when you had surgery. It doesn't make sense. Hopefully, through this video, more fashion influencers can do their due diligence and actually take fashion more seriously, take their followings more seriously as well, and like actually bring some sort of value and teach their followers about some designers and stuff like that, instead of just throwing ad after ad and buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that sort of to their followers and stuff. And yeah, on that note, if you're new, subscribe to this channel. I talk about fashion, more serious fashion. Like this video if you liked it. Also follow me on Instagram at Fashion Roadman, where I talk about fashion a lot more. And stay tuned. I'll probably make another video when I can be bothered. But yeah, I'm out.